All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to the Life Be Life podcast. I'm your host, Coach Emery Cannon, and today we have a very, very special guest. We're not going to be talking about business in a big degree. We're not going to be talking about coaching in a huge degree. What we're going to be talking about is having fun, things that you may love to do. We're going to be talking to Johnny McDaniels, and today he's here to talk to us about cornhole. Tell us about him, Johnny.
Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Jay Smooth. Hey, I'm talking to you guys about Cornhole with Smooth, the podcast, the media company, and just the game, and just, the cornhole community and what we can bring to everybody.
All right. So I've played this game before. I was in Mexico, and he's like, "Hey, come play this game with us." And it was people on this side and people on this side, and they gave me this little bag, right? And I'm trying to throw it in the hole. I found out I wasn't good at this game. Let me ask you this. One, what got you interested in cornhole?
Well, actually, I went to a bar in Belleville one day, and I was just up there just hanging out or whatever, having a drink. And I seen some guys on the side just playing the game. Mm-hmm. And I asked them what's the name of this game? They told me what it was, cornhole. And they asked me, hey, you can play if you want. I'm like, I don't even know, how to play the game or what to do. And I just got out there to start messing around and playing. And ever since then, and that was 4.5 years ago, I've been playing.
I see you on Facebook. And people can find you on Facebook, yes. How do they find you there?
They can find me at Cornhole with Smooth.
Yeah.
On my Facebook page, Jay McDaniels.
Okay.
On Facebook. Instagram, Jay McDaniels, And we also have our YouTube page, Cornhole with Smooth, the podcast.
Cornhole with Smooth.
Yes, sir.
So you've taken a game that you found love in, and now you've made it a business.
Yes, I have.
All right. So tell us a little bit about Cornhole with Smooth.
So Cornhole with Smooth is a media outlet, company. It's a brand also, which he has right on. Appreciate you, Emery, for rocking that for me. It started off as, hey, I just want to just have cornhole content on there, right? Mm-hmm. And I got with Iris, is one of my actual vendors and actual sponsors, was like, well, have you ever thought about making a brand out of this? I was like, no, not really. I just like having fun, playing the game, and we just kept talking, and she was like, well, what about this name, Cornhole with Smooth? I'm like, well,
it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. Now, I used to go by DJ Smooth and all that kind of stuff. So I said, okay, let's do it, right? So, man, I've been playing the game for a long time. I have a lot of people that I know, and they follow me and stuff like that. So I was just asking other people about what you guys think about this. They were like, well, it's a good idea. Let's go ahead and do it. So I went from just having content to starting my own podcast, and we're on episode 2 already.
Oh, right.
And
I've tuned in to it. It's a great podcast. Yeah. And you can catch it on YouTube.
Catch it on YouTube under Cornhole with Smooth.
All right.
Yes.
So you go to YouTube, search Cornhole with Smooth, and it pops right up. It populates right away. So he's definitely making a name for himself in Cornhole with Smooth.
Yeah.
So now that we know what the beginning of Cornhole with Smooth was in a bar, mm-hmm. What have you done lately with that? Because I see that you've been in a few tournaments in the past couple of years. Yeah. Tell us about these tournaments. Like, what goes on? So people that may be interested in cornhole but don't really know the rules, the technical things to do with it. Can you tell us a little bit about cornhole?
So cornhole is a game. It's basically a backyard game, but now it has gotten bigger, where we have professional players, we have amateur players, where players are playing across the country.
Yes.
And you play on two cornhole boards, so it's 27 foot away from each other. Mm-hmm. And you have different kind of bags you use. We use bags that have different materials. On there, you have a fast side and a slow side. I prefer a corporate bag, which is called a hybrid corporate bag that plays a little bit slower. Uh-huh. They have slicker bags that have both materials are pretty fast. And a lot of players like to use that if you like to go hole for hole or things like that. So
tell us a little bit about that. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
I felt like you were about to go right into it.
I was.
So I'm just starting out, right?
Yes.
They gave us just some regular bags when I played in Mexico.
Yeah.
This is the last time I played, right? But so you're telling us there's 3 different bags.
It's all type of different bags.
But I guess the speed of them is important.
Yeah, speed is important. It depends on your throw. So if you're a hard thrower like me, I would get a bag that the fast side would be a 7 and the slow side would be a 5. So
what does that mean?
So the slow side is a 5, so I can use that to make blocks, and if I throw hard enough, I can go in a hole, stuff like that. Because if you have a faster bag, like if I say, for instance, it's a 7 on a slow side and a 9 on the fast side, if I'm using either side, it's a possibility I'm going to go off the board more than often because I throw so hard.
Okay.
So you have to find a bat that fits your throw.
All
So
right.
once you get down with the mechanics and things like that, you find a bat that fits you, and you kind of like stick with those type of bags.
Okay. So does weight matter on these? Is it
They're
all the same weight? Okay.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm thinking about like bowling. You got to get
Oh
different.
yeah,
So
they're all the same weight.
all right. So you said something about blocking.
Yeah.
What do you? So there's a defense to this. So it's
Yes.
not just slide it in the
Yes,
hole
it's-
type game.
Well, you have to use strategy, and in anything that you do. But
Yeah.
with this game, it's really mental and strategy. It's a lot of strategy in it. And for me, I'm a type of person. Me and my partner Cole Odo, who's my doubles partner, we like to block. And he's a younger player, so he likes to do like the rolls and cutbacks stuff. We can explain that later or whatever. But
Okay.
the block bag is to put it in the middle of the board. So if somebody's trying to slide in, they're going to either have to push the bag with them or try to shoot an air mail or try to go around it. And that's not easy to do.
Okay.
So that defense helps you.
All right.
Yeah, that defense
So
helps you. Yeah.
when you say air bag it,
air mail,
air mail it,
Yeah.
is that just going straight into the hole?
Yes, straight to the hole like you
Now,
shoot a jumper.
is it points to this?
Yeah, so you got to. Each game goes to 21,
Okay.
right? So you got cancellation scoring. So say for instance, we both get 4 bags apiece if we playing singles, right?
Uh-huh.
You're on the side and I'm on the other side, right? So if we both go in the hole with all 4 bags, we cancel each other out. So each bag is worth 3 points in the hole and 1 point on the board.
Okay.
So like I said, it's cancellation. So I can shoot 4 bags in a hole. That's 12 points, and the other person can have 2 bags in and 2 bags on.
Mm-hmm.
They only get 8 points. Then I get the 4 points.
So you get 4, and then they get 4? You just get the 4, and you get them all basically.
Yeah.
All right.
So,
Hold on. Give me a second because I got me some cornhole with smooth paraphernalia for my water. Give me 1 second. And
yeah,
Jay, where can they get that at? Where can they buy that from you?
they can buy it from me. What they can do is they can actually send me an email at cornholewithsmooth@gmail.com.
Okay.
They can go to Jay McDaniels at Facebook or on my Cornhole with Smooth Facebook page. Shoot me a message and we can get the merch to you.
All right, because I love this shirt. It's very
Yes, sir.
comfortable.
Yes, sir.
I look forward to using it a lot.
Yes, sir.
So these points matter. So it goes to 21,
Uh-huh.
and you can get up to 8 points at a time or 4.
Well, you can get up to 12 points at a time. Say, for instance, you go all 4 of your bags go in, and none of their bags go in. They off the board or whatever. That's 12-0.
Wow.
First round.
Have you ever done that?
I've done it before.
Yeah, all right. So you're an
expert.
expert at this. You're shooting excellent at it.
Yeah.
So have you ever done the air?
Yeah, I've done the air mail before.
Okay.
I've done the air mail before.
And how far are you away again from this?
It's 27 feet away.
So at 27 feet, you done put that bag in your hand, went all the way down with it, and dropped it in the hole.
And dropped it in the hole.
Wow.
Yeah.
Huh. So how do you fare on these competitions? Because I see a lot of these competitions on your page. And if you want to see the competitions before you actually go try this game, he has great content on his pages.
Yes.
All his pages. He shows the content, and you have a co-host on your podcast, right?
Yeah. Shout out to Elise Whitelaw. She's my co-host. She plays cornhole over in Collinsville.
Okay.
We also throw co-ed together sometimes in tournaments. But no, she's behind the scenes. She does a lot of the work, and I truly appreciate it. And shouts out to Elise again. So, yeah.
So how many people are on the cornhole team, Cornhole with Smooth team?
With the cornhole, it's just been Elise right now.
Okay.
But I have several sponsors.
No, I'm talking about when you play.
Oh, when I play?
Yeah.
With the Cornhole with Smooth, the X4, that's just the brand.
Okay.
But I play with a lot of different people, different teams. Black Mambas was the team that I came up with 4 years ago. That was the first team that
I love that name. I don't know why. I love that name.
Kobe Bryant.
Okay, I knew
Kobe
it was
Bryant.
something.
Yeah,
I love
Mamba
that name.
mentality. Mentality. But I'm sponsored by High Roller Cornhole, which is out of Alabama. So shouts out to Matt Ledbetter.
Okay.
So yeah.
And you have a few other sponsors. If you want to go ahead and tell people about your sponsors now.
Yeah. So I have a few other sponsors. Major sponsors, Iris in the city. Again, High Roller Bags. That's one of our sponsors. I have Restore Restoration, Official Cornhole Gear, Soul Seeker, Primrose Realty. Yeah, that's one of my sponsors also. So I have several different sponsors who help out in so many different ways, man. It's a blessing to have these people to support you.
Yes,
like that.
It's always a blessing to get sponsors, and that's amazing that do they back you on the cornhole with Smooth? So when you're at tournaments,
Yes.
you got your stuff up, you got your shirts on.
Yes, I'm marketing.
You're marketing all day long.
Yeah,
I think you have on a hat.
Yeah,
Show
man.
the people the hat.
This Cornhole with Smooth right here. That's the hat. You know, we have several different colors. We have flex feet or trucker hats. Yeah, make sure you guys check that out. You know, if you want the merch again, Cornhole with Smooth at gmail.com, my Facebook page, or Jay McDaniels on Facebook. You just hit me up. You know, I get that girl out to you, man. I love all the support and the love, man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So back to this sport cornhole, because I want to know more.
Yes,
so
sir.
How would somebody sign up for cornhole?
It's local blind draws or local tournaments all through the Metro East.
All right.
Is
it some in Missouri too?
It's a lot in Missouri. It's a lot of Missouri in different places.
Is it nationwide game?
Yeah.
Everybody can play this.
Everybody can play this game. I'm gonna tell you something. This game has grown a lot. You know, it grown a whole lot. When I first started playing back in 2020, like during the COVID time or whatever, it wasn't. You know, people knew about it, but it wasn't played a lot. But now everybody's playing and everybody's getting good at it. You know, so it's
So I see that these tournaments are full of people.
Yes,
and they have stands in there. So you guys got fans coming out supporting and watching. And that's amazing. So like something you've introduced me to this to where I want to go out and play it.
Anytime.
So any bar or anything in St. Louis that if you don't have cornhole, you need to get it in there right now.
What he said.
You're missing out on clients. I can promise you this.
Yes, you are.
So how I guess as far as the tournaments are concerned, how do you normally place? Are you like the big wig of it, or how do you do?
I mean, like we have what they call regionals, or what they are. They're local tournaments that I play for what they call American Cornhole Association. Organization, which is ACO. So I play a lot of those tournaments, big majors. I travel and things like that. So I fare well.
You're traveling for it, right?
Well. I usually in singles or top 20 doubles, top 15, 10.
Nice.
So I've been doing really well, man. Especially this season, man. We won a couple regionals and
really,
we won.
So you're only 3 years in, pretty much.
We're pretty much 3 years in competitively.
That is incredible that you're already beating up everybody.
Man, I want to get to a point where I become a pro one day, but I'm also focused on my brand also. So I'm just trying to put everything together. So but the game has really grown for me. Like I said, I would never thought I'd be playing cornhole, man. Me, I used to play basketball, football, baseball.
But this is
track,
the old man.
I'm the old man, old man,
the old man competitive sport here.
Yes, sir.
You don't have to run up and down and sweat no more.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
So, what would you say to a new person that's getting into cornholing? Like, what is it that you would tell that person to, I guess, concentrate on, or learn this tactic? What's the most important tactic, or what's the best advice you could give somebody that's getting new into this?
My best advice is to be patient, because it takes time. Because you might go out there to these tournaments and play against some of these players that have been playing for years, and you might get beat 21-0.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean the next time you go out there and play that's going to happen, right? So if anything that you do is practice make perfect. So just get out there and continue to practice and ask questions.
Yeah.
Sometimes everybody's in this game. Most of the people in this game, if you ask them a question, they give you an answer.
Really?
They'll try to help you.
Okay, so
get
they're
better.
not.
They're not. Yeah. So like if you have somebody next to you, like, hey, what about my form? What you think about my form? Well, you can do this or that. They give you different type of advice. It's not like, get away from me. It's not that type of community. So that's one thing I do like about the community. They all try to help each other, man, and try to make everybody get better at what their craft's going to be, because of course everybody's not going to be the best at it, but it's a fun game. You go out and meet new people and you network.
Good networking.
Come on, let's talk about it. It's networking. It's big networking.
It's sort of like a golf network, because it's a different kind of player that plays cornhole. Yes. This is a different kind of player that plays golf.
Yep. And then you have some that do both, right?
Yeah. So have you been on the golf course after a cornhole expedition?
No, I haven't, but I need to.
Okay.
If you know of it, let me know.
I don't know how to play golf. I tried to go to Top Golf the other day, and I embarrassed myself. So I knew that was
but you went out there and did it.
I tried it. Yeah,
you tried it, right? Yeah.
So that's great advice for a beginner. Now, what about somebody that's on your level that's like, hey, how did you? So I guess it's a form to the spin or the throw.
Yeah, the spin, how you throw it. You know how you release it, where you release it at.
So where do you normally, just a little secret, where do you normally release yours at? Because I guess you can start releasing about right here.
Depends on your throat.
And so nobody's waiting until they get right here unless they know they're trying to do an air, one of those air things, I'm assuming.
Air mails, So my release is here, and I'm always looking to see where I'm at.
Okay.
So I keep my eye on my bag and also see where I'm at. So you're always releasing at the same place because it's also mental, right? Because if you start doing stuff like this, your bag is not going to get up the board, or it's going to go off the board, or it's
go
short.
7 feet.
Yeah, you got to always want to kind of release that because you got to get your rhythm and find a place on the board where you want to land that bag. Also,
you know, I want to land it in the hole.
Well, that's true too. But you know, it's just always trying to find spots for yourself.
Yeah.
So you can always have that range. You know, it's always having that range, man. But like I said,
you got me wanting to play. I just want to go out there.
Hey, anytime you want to come out and play, man, we always having blind draws.
What I should do, I shouldn't go play. I should just go practice.
Nothing wrong with that too.
And then try to play it with an amateur.
Yeah.
And then try to work myself into it because it's like
that's right.
It's like darts with me. You know, you start over here, now you're starting to gauge it in a little bit.
Look, when I first started playing, man, I had one of my homies, man. His name Corey Wright. He made me some boards, and I didn't know. You know, he's made some put in the basement. I just started playing with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you really started.
That's how I started playing.
So we're getting to the truth now. He had some help, people. He had some help.
I had a little bit of help, you know. So, but I started playing with those. And I kind of like advanced to professional boards and stuff like that now, but I still have those boards at home because I always look at them like, man, that's how I started.
Do you still practice with them?
No, I use the professional boards now.
So now you use the Cornhole with smooth board. And where can they get that from?
You know what? I need to get some of those, right?
I'm just trying to give you a couple ideas.
I like
out
that,
here.
But it can happen, right?
Yeah.
And if that happens, hit me up at cornholewithsmooth@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or Cornhole with Smooth Facebook page, or Jay McDaniels on Facebook. I can get that to you.
All right. Yeah. So look forward to the Cornhole boards.
Yes.
He's already got all the other apparel. He's got the shirts right here. He's got the hat right there. Koozies. And, of course, the koozies right here.
Yes, sir.
And it is keeping my water quite cold.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
Is there any last statement you want to give to the people about Cornhole to get them enticed to come out? If not to play, just to come watch you, what would you tell them?
One thing I'm going to tell everybody is Cornhole with Smooth, we're going to bring the community together one bag at a time. So I'm all about just bringing the community together. So just to come out and network, you just don't know who you're going to meet. You know, you got people in different type of professions out there, but you will never know if you don't ask questions or have conversations, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing of Cornhole with Smooth, the podcast, is not just to have people that play cornhole on there. I'm going to have professionals like you on there. You know what I'm saying? Real estate agents, realtors, just all kind of type of people in the community that don't play, but they have other information that other people can use.
I love that.
Yeah.
And so they can find you on YouTube under Cornhole with Smooth.
You can.
So make sure you go to his YouTube page.
Yes, sir.
Check him out.
Yes,
all
sir.
My subscribers, anybody that's watching this, make sure you go straight to that page right after you click off of here and sign up, follow, and like and share and subscribe.
Yes,
and
sir.
we really appreciate you coming out,
yes, sir.
spending a little time with us to explain
sir.
to us, because I've been hearing the buzz about cornhole everywhere, and I said, I got to get me somebody that knows how to play this.
Yeah.
And you were right there.
Yes, sir.
So I really
yes,
appreciate you to introducing me to the opportunity to look at the sport.
Yes.
And got me some apparel, so
yes,
now
sir.
I have to go play it. I'm one of those guys that if I buy the tennis shoes now, I got to go run.
Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
we really appreciate you tuning in. Make sure you check out Johnny on all the platforms.
Yes, sir.
And thank you again for showing up for us
yes,
and
sir.
giving us a good grasp on what's going on with Cornhole.
Yes,
we're going to be looking out for you. We're going to be watching you. We're going to be cheering you on. Thank you so much for coming out. And thank you guys for watching again. I really appreciate you. Have a great day. And bye for now.